So I got the Cabela's pellet grill. The new one for this year I think has a couple new features, but primarily the built-in lid window. This is replacing a Traeger Little Texas that I had, and I had a couple issues and ended up getting rid of it after 3 years of use. It produced great results, but it had some issues. One being that the ashes that built up were just a pain to clean out, and it continually got stuck in the auger, so it was burning back into the hopper. And then it eventually got to a point where even Traeger couldn't figure it out, to where it just wouldn't get past 250, and then it wouldn't get past 150 degrees while I had a bunch of friends over and we were trying to grill out. So some of the key features that I'm sure you're aware of: the built-in lid window, magnetic lid for the hopper system, viewing window for the pellets, temperature probe spot, so it comes with a probe where you can run it through this little door here, stick it in the meat, press this button, and it will give you the probe temperature, so you can continually monitor the temperature of your meat without having to open the lid and stick something in. So that's nice that it has it built in. This right here is the lock and release that opens up a door to release your pellets. So there's many reasons that you could do that. Well, I guess a couple. One would be if you're changing the pellets, so you want to go from a bitter wood to like a mesquite to maybe a cherry wood or something like that. Very easy to open that gate and drain it out and switch back. The other reason is if you get too much residue, like sawdust, down in that auger, you want to be able to clean out to make sure that that's what the issue is. So that's a big help. In the Traeger, it's a big ordeal. So this is the lock for the ash release. You want to let it get nice and cool before you lift this and pull out to drop the ashes into this bucket. Push up, turn, and it comes down. Looks like a little camp mug. To never operate without in place. So this is your drain, your drip drain, I guess. So we'll go ahead and open it up and take a look. Came with this, kind of neat. Doesn't seem like it quite fits. It's not evenly spaced, but kind of nice they included. So got that. Oh, another thing about the basic, compared to the basic Traegers, this shelf is nice. So here's the proof of purchase. Cabela's didn't have any in the box. They were all pre-assembled. So I like to either put a empty tin can in here that's just easy to just throw it away rather than getting this thing all nasty, or I've wrapped it in foil and made kind of a pocket, but the tin can is the best method. So here's the instruction manual and the temperature probe. So I'm gonna get this out and run through it. I'll fire it up, give you a little brief instruction demonstration, and I'm not unfortunately gonna cook anything today, but I'll do some other videos hopefully in the future. Oh yeah, Cabela's brand, I don't know who makes this for them, but this wood, or the pellets, are very reasonably priced. Right now in 2017 they're 15 bucks each, and whereas Traeger on sale is like 20 generally speaking. I also got the Jerky Racks, which I think will be beneficial for cooking vegetables, of course making jerky, doing wings, large variety stuff, because there are a few times whenever I have a bunch of people over, 30 plus, and just this cooking service isn't quite enough. But normally for just my family, you know, this size is plenty. And you got the warming rack. So I'm gonna start it up. So this is the inside of the grill. Here's the firebox, which the ash door is open at the moment, so you can see it closed. Over, you can see the screw right there. And here is the deflector, the flame or heat deflector. Goes in there, still got lots of oil on it. So I will be heating it up and removing that. There is the drip pan installed. I like to get some real thick, heavy duty aluminum foil, and I'll wrap the whole thing up. You can change it as often as you like, but as soon as I get enough drippings that build up and they start to smoke, that residue, then that's whenever I switch it. But it is a very messy job, so it's not fun. And there's the drip pan drain. Then you hang the bucket right there. This is the, got it filled up with pellets. I believe the bag I had left, roughly 18 pounds, but gosh, it filled it up just perfectly. You can see through the display window that it's completely full, obviously this way too. So I think it's about 18 pounds, which a bag is 20, so that's slightly inconvenient if you've got 2 pounds left over. You can see a little line right here, kind of. That is the grate. So if for some reason you want to empty these out by lifting this, pulling it out, and having a bucket down here to catch everything, it won't get everything out. So you'll have to, if you want to completely clean it out, remove that grate, unscrew the screws or the bolts, and dust it out. But okay, going through the startup process. Since I am breaking in this grill, you'll notice I have not put the foil yet. I want to burn off all the oils and cure the paint. Upon first startup, or any time that you've completely cleared it out and you need to fill the auger with pellets, turn to feed mode, turn it on, and hold down the bypass for 3 seconds. And now you'll see it's in feed mode. So the auger is now turning. I can hear it. It's going ever so slight. But what it's doing is it's not turning the fan in the flame box, and it's not igniting it with that little diode down there. So it's just filling it up with pellets. So what I'm going to do is wait until I see pellets start to drop off, and then I'm going to, because it's brand new, I want to cook off the oils and cure the paint. I'm going to cook it at 350 degrees for 30 plus minutes, and then after that it's good to go. Alright, so we've got pellets coming out. So now we're going to turn it to 350, and it'll say start. I don't know if you can read that, but it's starting up. It's an 8-minute process to where it's blowing. That little diode will get red hot and eventually it will heat up. It will ignite, and then we're going to heat it up. I've also got out the grates, and I'm going to be installing that. One thing I do know is that this must be removed for the additional jerky racks, or for additional meat to be installed. So I'm going to get that installed before this thing starts flaming up. Jerky or additional tray racks installed. Basically, these side brackets hook underneath the main grill plate, and then there are 3 sizes, as you can see straight down: long, medium, short, I guess, and they just simply slide in. Now it came a little bit bowed, so it required a little bit of force to get it in, but looks like it'll work great. I think I'll probably remove these trays whenever I'm not using them, and then leave the brackets in place. And if I need a warming rack, because the one that comes with it can't fit when these are in place, if I need that, I'll probably just put this on top and use that. I've heard that you can do, just leave this middle one in there and do like a pizza down here and a pizza up top. Because of the convection, it's not a problem. So what we're going to do is let it go through the startup process. Now that there are pellets in the hopper, it's recommended that before each use you empty out the ashes and then dump those and then replace it after each use. And then they say after 50 hours or so to go ahead and remove everything, clean out all the grease, and if there's ash buildup, then go ahead and get a shop vac. So it's gone through the startup process. I can definitely smell the oils and the wood smoke coming out. It's at 195 now. I just want to see the probe. So the probe is measuring that it's 93 degrees Fahrenheit out here. So that stays inputted, and then I pressed in, and then I can disconnect it. And now it's already up to 205. So this is the Cabela's pellet grill.